There are 3 common reverse pivots in the golf swing. In today's lesson, we're going to discuss the 3 of those, how a reverse pivot adversely affects your golf swing, and what you can do to get yourself out of it. Now, like I said, there's 3 reverse pivots in the golf swing. The first one is when you take it back, your hips actually reverse and go towards the target. The second one is as you swing down, if your hips actually reverse back. And the third one, and most common, is when we've got a little bit of a lateral hip sway, which forces the spine to tilt back to the target. Either one of these is going to cause a big loss of accuracy because it's forcing your club off plane, and it's going to force you to lose power because you're not getting a good, tight, proper pivot. So this third one, being the most common, is the one that most people complain about and the one we want to address today. So what we're going to work on is simply learning to pivot in place number 1. So we want to avoid any lateral slide here. You can take a swing plane pole and stick it here, take a chair, anything behind you, your golf bag works, and we simply want to feel like our first move is this hip is going behind us. The second thing we want to do is make sure that after we tighten up the lower body and we get that going, that we make sure that our spine leans away from the target. And that simply means that I want to be tilted this way a little bit, and I want to have my chest pointing at the ground. So what I want to avoid is getting a good lower body pivot going and then having this still happen where now my chest is pointed up and I'm leaning towards the target. So your body always wants to counterbalance. For every action, there's going to be an equal and opposite reaction. So if you reverse pivot and you lean left at the top of the swing, you're naturally going to fall back to the right as you come into the ball. And that's what we're trying to avoid. Rather, we want a natural right to left move in the golf swing. We want a natural weight shift from back to front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up here. Again, I'm going to work my first move a couple times, just a little pivot this way. I'm going to swing to the top, check, make sure my chest feels like it's pointing down and I'm leaning away from the target with my upper spine. Do that a couple of times. Again, pivot, chest down, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit a shot here, show you how it's done. It's simple and it works. And if you have an idea for a lesson, please submit it in the Ask Maria section on mygolfinstructor.com.